Good afternoon, Ronald E. McNair Elementary family, scholars, and staff. My name is Mr. Chow, as many of you all know, and I'm truly honored and humbled to serve as your scholars' school counselor for this academic year, where at Ronald E. McNair Elementary School, we believe in success for all. And hopefully now, as we get closer to the end of the first quarter, which is crazy to think about because it felt like the school year just started, but truly, hopefully by now, you truly believe that the staff at Ronald E. McNair Elementary School believe that your scholar can succeed, not just in school and academics, but also in life. Because what we know is when your educational journey concludes as a scholar, whether that's high school, whether that's college, whether that's a higher education degree like a master's or a PhD, when that journey ends, that educational journey, you become a lifelong learner where you learn in everywhere you go. You just might not go to a school. So what we understand is life skills. Succeeding in life will be the thing that impacts how successful your scholar becomes in the future. So we want to help your scholar not just in the academics, but also in the life. And so as we mentioned, it's almost the end of the first quarter, which is crazy because normally by this time it's cool weather, everything, and it's like 85 degrees outside, which is insane to think about. I heard it's going to be pretty cold on Halloween, so maybe it'll go back to the fall weather. But that all being said, as we move into the second quarter, as we move into this next quarter, let's think through and say, hey, what worked well, what didn't work well, and how do we tweak or improve on some of the areas where we may or may not have challenges? The second quarter means that there is still a long time this school year for us to help your scholar in partnership succeed this academic year. And what do you mean by succeed? We mean success academically, right, with their studies, behaviorally, right, and also with their attendance. And again, maybe there was some challenges to those things in this first quarter. That's okay, right? We can always build upon the foundation. Let's work in partnership as the family, as a school. Let's work in partnership to help your scholar improve and grow quarter to quarter. Because what we know is as we build upon the layers of success, we are going to grow and increase in that momentum in helping your scholar succeed. So without further ado, this is Chow-Time Edition 2. And Chow-Time, if you remember, is a monthly video newsletter where we highlight a skill, a characteristic, a trait, a habit that we truly believe can impact your scholar's success, not just in academics and in the school, but also in life. Again, life skills, lifelong learning, lifelong growth. That's what's going to really truly impact your scholar's success. And as we think back to August and September, we spoke about excitement and how taking your excitement and then using that to try to make a great start to the school year and then telling someone about it continues to help you build the accountability, build a partnership to helping your scholar grow in academics, in behavior, and in their life. And as we look into October, part of that excitement in helping and having other people help is this big word of trust. And so for October, the key skill or key characteristic is trust. Sometimes trust you hear is trust has to be earned, right? Trust is something that is very easily broken and it's hard to be earned. But trust is one of those things that when it is formed, it is hard to break, right? When it is formed, it is hard to break in terms of if we work together towards a certain goal. Do you trust us that if we work hard, if we come to school every single day, ready to learn, if we continue to work through, hey, we made some behavior challenges, made some behavior mistakes, do you trust that we're being fair and equitable or equal in helping your scholar in understanding, hey, how do we adjust that behavior? Do you trust your teachers enough to say academics with school, hey, that they're teaching my scholar to learn and to grow and so that they will grow as they go through this school year? Trust is one of those things that without trust, there's no growth. And the reason is because if you don't trust, you're going to be worried about everything else instead of actually saying, you know what, I trust, or sometimes you hear a lot of times in sports, do you trust the process? Do we trust the process that we as a school are equipped and are trying to help your scholar grow academically, behaviorally, and with your attendance? And hopefully throughout this year, as we said, trust has to be earned. Hopefully, we can continue to earn your trust as a family, as your scholars, teachers, as their staff. Because what we know is this: where there's trust, right? I don't have to look over my shoulder. I know that people, even if they're a little bit challenging, I always tell my leadership team, Mr. Chow's leadership team in fifth grade, I tell them, I said, I might be a little bit tough with high expectations, but trust that I am doing that not to be a jerk, but it's because I see there's a lot of potential in you. And sometimes it hurts a little bit or it feels uncomfortable, right? But you have to trust that I have your best intention for you. And the crazy part about all of it is the more we continue to work together, right? And the more that we start to see growth and we start to see everything come around, that trust continues to grow and grow and grow. And every year, by the end of the year, kids look back and they say, wow, I cannot believe how much I grew. But again, if you didn't trust the process, if you didn't trust your teacher, didn't trust the staff, right? There would be very, very difficult for your scholar to grow because you're so worried about everything else. So scholars, families, let's continue to trust in each other. And the other thing with that too is exactly that. Do you trust that your scholar can do the best that they can? We believe that your scholar can do the best that they can. So let's continue to trust in each other. Let's continue to partner together and believe that your scholar can grow, because what we know is this: with a year of expectations coupled with accountability and coupled with the trust that, hey, you know what, the school has the best interest for your scholar in hand academically and also with life, I can't wait to see all that your scholar accomplishes by the end of this school year. And hopefully by the end of 23-24 school year, we're going to look back and say, man, I cannot believe how much your scholar grew. And so as families, another thing I just want to let you guys know, in the month of October, really at the end of September, we found out some awesome news. As a school last year, we met our growth. We met our expected growth as a school, which is a very difficult thing to do, especially within our public school system now. So it's a huge accomplishment. We met our growth from last year. Academically, we actually met it with attendance. We met it with behavior. So all three areas, we were able to meet it. That does not happen without the trust that was put in from last year. So let's continue to partner together. Let's continue to trust in each other. Communicate. That's important about trust. Communicate with each other when something doesn't feel right. Let's continue to work together. And I can't wait to see all that we do together this year, all that your scholar does this year to help them continue on their educational journey in success. And so with that, Mr. Chow hopes that you all have a wonderful afternoon. If you guys do go Halloween trick-or-treating, in the next couple of days, please stay safe, please stay warm. It's supposed to be like 37 degrees or something. But in the meantime, have a wonderful afternoon and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.